You were born flexible, squishy, hypermobile, one might say. Slowly you started teaching your body all those different movements like crawling and walking. You got stronger. And your body is smart, it's adaptive. It learns the movements and positions that you put it into and adapts itself to make sure you can handle those movements or positions in the future. Your bones, muscles, tendons, heart and lungs will adapt to what they're exposed to make sure that next time it feels easier. So if you walk on a regular basis, it now feels effortless, doesn't it? But how about lifting your foot towards your face? When was the last time you did it? Can you do it now? The majority of adult bodies are used to walking, climbing the stairs, maybe visiting the gym occasionally, but the rest of the time we're stuck on a chair, by the screen, or on a sofa. Our bodies forgot the movements they once were capable of. Your body is designed to move a lot. Not just to squat to tie your shoelaces. We're designed to run, whether it's towards the sunset or from an enemy. We're designed to jump, to balance, roll around and play. I created this yoga class to help our bodies rediscover that movement again, to play with flexibility, strength and balance. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's get all that movement back. Let's begin lying down on the back in Shavasana. So separate the legs. Separate the arms from the body and just relax here. You can let your feet drop outwards if it happens naturally. Relax your hands and your arms. Relax the hips. Just feel the ground beneath you. And notice your breath moving. Notice how your lungs expand with your inhale and how they gently drop as you exhale. With your next inhale, see if you can make it slow and long. So gently keep inhaling and keep inhaling till your lungs are completely full. And then pause at the top and slowly exhale through the nose. Very gently keep going until your lungs are completely empty. And again, inhale through the nose. And keep going with no force. Keep inhaling. Pause for a moment. And exhale through the nose. One more slow breath in. Pause when you're ready. And exhale all the way out. Then bend your knees, place your feet on the ground. And drop both knees to one side, all the way to the ground. Lift them back up as you inhale, and as you exhale, drop them all the way to the other side. Keep going. Inhale to lift the knees. Exhale to drop them to the side. Inhale to lift. Exhale to the side, all the way down. Inhale to come back to center. Now bend the knees to the chest, hug your shins, and gently rock from side to side. Feel the ground massaging your back as you rock from one side to another. And then stop in the center again. This time we'll come into happy baby, so you can whether place your hands outside the thighs and on the back of your thighs, pressing the knees towards your armpits, letting the soles of the feet point up, face the ceiling. Or you can have your elbows inside the knees and the hands holding the outer edges of the feet. And same thing, you want to push your knees into your armpits and the soles of the feet will be looking up. And here again, you can rock from side to side, keeping the lower back on the ground, really getting into those hips. Just for another breath. And And then stop with the rocking. Let go of your legs. Place the feet on the ground. Reach the arms over the head. Point the feet and stretch the whole body. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend the knees to the chest again. Round your back and start rocking back and forward. Keep the spine rounded. Find that momentum where you can rock up onto your feet, or maybe onto your bum, and then you can lift yourself up onto the feet, and then place the hands in front of you. Relax the head and your torso down, coming into ragdoll. So here, let the knees be bent and swing your upper body from side to side. Tuck the chin in, let the back of the neck lengthen. And then stop with the rocking. Push down through the feet, roll yourself all the way up. At the top, roll the shoulders down the back. Reach the arms up as you inhale. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, flat back, start lowering down. Bend the knees whenever you need to in order to grab your ankles. If your knees can stay straight, keep them straight. As you inhale, lift the chest halfway up. As you exhale, fold down again. Inhale, reach the arms forward, over the head and up as you come to standing, and then release the arms by the sides. Again, inhale to reach up. Exhale, bend at the hips, fall down. Inhale, chest lifts halfway up, straight back, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Exhale, fall down. Inhale, lift halfway up again. Now this time, bend the knees, reach your arms forward and up, coming into utkatasana, chair pose. As you exhale, place the belly on your thighs. Swing your arms behind you and up. And then again, inhale forward, utkatasana. Exhale down and behind you. One more time, utkatasana. As you exhale this time, bend the knees, place the hands down, step back into plank. Drop your knees down. Keep the hips in line with the knees and the shoulders, so you don't want to be hinging here. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend the elbows and lower all the way down. And tuck the toes. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest a little bit. Exhale, fall down. Tuck the toes. Send the hips back to the heels and lift up. Downward facing dog. Take a moment here to walk your dog. Stretching the back of the legs. Maybe twisting. Stretching the sides of the hips, the sides of the body. And then find stillness. Take a deep and slow breath in. And slow breath out. Now as you inhale, look forward, step forward, lift the chest halfway up. As you exhale, fold down, grab your ankles. As you inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, arms by the sides. Inhale to reach up again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chest lifts halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees, belly on your thighs, reach your arms forward and up, utkatasana. Exhale, bend at the hips and the arms behind you and up. And again, inhale, swing forward, utkatasana. Exhale, back. Inhale, swing forward. This time, pick your right leg up. As you come to standing, as you exhale, start hinging at the hips, sending this leg behind you, arms back. Bend the standing leg. Land your right toes at the back of the mat. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, bend the back knee, lower it down. Inhale, lift the chest higher, maybe take a back bend. Exhale, hands on the ground, frame that front foot. Step back plank. Knees up or down. Exhale, bend the elbows to 90-degree angle. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Next, inhale, step your left leg forward in between the hands. As you inhale, come up, high lunge. As you exhale, open to warrior two. So you're dropping your back heel out. Your hips are facing the side of the mat. The front knee is open. Don't let it drop inwards. Long arms, gazing forward. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Push the hips back. Glide your torso forward as far as you can. And from here, simply pivot the arms. One down, one up. Utkatasana, triangle pose. Use the back of your hand to press into the shin or the ankle or somewhere higher up, wherever you are, to help you send that right shoulder back. So make sure your bum is not sticking backwards. You want to be very flat from the sides here. Now inhale, look down, bend the knee, come back to your warrior two. Straighten the front leg and pivot the front foot a little bit in and the back one a little bit out. Bend the left knee, sit towards the front of the mat. And then glide yourself to the side, Skandasana. And again to the front and to the back. Wherever you are, maybe you're higher up, just keep that height. So now we're sliding to the front of the mat. Push through the front foot, reach your arms up, come onto your tippy toes and spin yourself forward. Come into high lunge. Good, take a deep breath in and a breath out. And now via warrior three, lean forward, arms back, pick that back leg off the ground, send the knee up to the chest as you're coming into standing. And then step the foot down, bend the knees, utkatasana, chair pose. Take a breath in, exhale, arms back and up. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and up. Now this time we're picking up the left leg when you're ready. Come to stand on the right. Find your balance here. And when you're ready, via warrior three, we're straightening the leg behind us. Bend the standing one and land at the back of the mat. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, lower that back knee on the ground. Inhale, open the chest, maybe lean back a little bit. Exhale, hands down. Plank. Knees can be up or down. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, just one breath here in and out. And now with your next inhale, step your right leg forward in between the hands. Come up to high lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Push the hips back. Glide your torso forward and pivot your arms. Trikonasana. Again, now we're squeezing that left glute in, tucking the tailbone under a little bit and spinning the left shoulder back. Just one more breath. Inhale, look down, bend the knee, back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg, pivot the foot in, the back foot a little bit out, and sit towards the front of the mat, just as low as you can. If your heel is lifted, that's fine too. And now glide to the other side, and again, and again. And we have one more to the front. Push into this leg, straighten. Come onto your tippy toes, spin to the front of the mat, adjust to your high lunge. And now via warrior three, so arms back into this right leg. Pick the left one up as you're straightening your arms up. And exhale, place the foot down, fold down, find ragdoll, and relax here a little bit. Again, maybe swinging your torso. Maybe just dangling in stillness. Just find what feels nice. If you need to take a deep breath in, a deep sigh out, go for it. And now push down through the feet. Roll the spine up. We're slowly returning back to a standing position. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, utkatasana. One more inhale. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, arms forward and up. Pick up your right leg. Warrior 3 with the arms back. Now this time we will land the foot somewhere halfway down the mat, so not at the very back. Place it down. Straighten the front leg. Place your hands on the hips and face them forward. So adjust your feet as much as you need to feel very comfortable standing on your 2 feet with your hips facing forward. Now interlace your arms behind the back so you can whether hold your elbows, maybe your wrists, maybe somewhere halfway. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest as you inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips and start folding down. Try and keep your shoulders level and think about pulling this left leg, the femur bone, into the hip socket. So you're pulling the left hip back a little bit. Keep the spine long, don't let the shoulders drop down. The chest is proud and broad. Now, if you can reach your fingertips to the ground without rounding the back, do that. If not, stay where you are. For one more breath. And now we all will bend the front leg. Place the hands on the ground. If they're not there, push this left foot down and pick the right leg off the ground into the L shape. If you can, straighten the standing leg and you want to do that, do that. Keep pushing your right hip up without opening it out to the side. So your right knee is pointing down. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee and land it behind the left one as you bend both legs. And again, inhale to straighten, Shiva squat. Exhale to bend. You can do the same with your hands off the ground if you want. For a little bit of a balance challenge. Good, when you're done 3, we will lift up. So you can bend the standing leg, right knee to chest. Hug the shin, squeeze the knee in. You can even roll the ankle here. Good, and now send the knee behind you. Bend the standing leg and slowly start lowering the right knee down on the ground. So go just as low as you can. If you need to support yourself with fingertips on the ground in front of you, you can do that. Eventually lower the knee, maybe lower the foot. It's a little bit harder if the foot is lifted. So now we will lift off. Again, you can just push through the left foot and lift, or you can push through the right one for a little bit of help and come up. Stand this knee up. Lower the foot down and shake it off. Now reach both arms up, bend the knees. Chair pose, utkatasana. Exhale, arms back and up. Inhale, forward and up. One more. And now pick your left leg up. Warrior 3, arms back. Slowly, the slower you do it, the better. Land the foot halfway down the mat. Pyramid pose. So again, adjust as much as you need to. Hands on the hips, hips facing forward. And now grab, maybe do the opposite grip, so the opposite arm on top.
And if you can't remember, usually it's the one that feels more awkward now, more unnatural. Okay, because usually you always go for more comfortable first, right?
Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, start lowering. Pulling your right hip back. Looking to stretch the back of this right leg. Keeping the chest broad. Maybe you can squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Maybe you can lower the fingertips. Though there are no bonus points for that, so don't worry if you can't. And now let's bend the front leg, lower the hands on the ground if they're not there yet. Lift the back leg up. Find your L shape. Deep breath in. Exhale, knee behind the front knee as you squat low. Inhale and exhale. We have one more. Inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, leg behind you. And now come up. Knee to chest. Use your hands to hug the shin. Maybe roll the ankle. Keep your gaze focused. Good. And now send the knee back, leg bent. Squatting down. Maybe helping yourself with your hands. See how this side is different from the other one. And when you're ready, push down through the right leg. Come back up. Knee up. And step the foot down and shake it off. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, chest lifts halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down, plank. Knees up or down, your choice. Bend the elbows to chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg back and up. Exhale, bend the knees, send it to your chest as you shift the shoulders forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to your left elbow, so twisting. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to your right elbow, shoulders forward. Now lift the knee higher up towards your shoulder. Step the foot down outside your right hand and wiggle your hips in this lizard squat for a little bit. And now step your left leg outside the left hand and find Malasana, Yogi Squat. So if your heels are lifted, that's fine. If you can lower them, lower them. It's easier to balance if you can lower the heels, but sometimes just not accessible because of the ankle mobility, right? So let's work with what we can. And wiggle the hips here again. Touching the hands together in Anjali Mudra. And now maybe you can push the hands a little bit down so the elbows that are inside the knees are pushing the knees out. The chest is broad. The hips are relaxed, but the crown of the head is lifting up. Let's take one more breath here. And now, as you exhale, we'll sit back. So if you need to help yourself with your hands, do that. If you can just drop your bum down with a little bit of control, do that. And then sit the bum a little bit more back so you can straighten the legs. Lift the chest. If you're rounding back, bend the knees a tiny bit. If you can have the legs straight, do that. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Start sending the belly button forward. And then land your hands where they go. Maybe on your feet, your ankles, your shins. Outside the legs on the ground, wherever they go, it's fine. With every inhale, think about sending the tailbone back, lifting the sternum, so the chest forward. As you exhale, maybe you can fold a little bit deeper. And again, inhale, tailbone back, chest forward. Exhale, fold. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. Now walk the hands back. Place them behind you, fingers facing forward. Bend the knees. Keep the feet hip distance apart. Roll the shoulders down the back. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the chest. Press the feet down, push the hands down. You can look forward, up, or behind you. For 3 breaths here. Keep that breath full. Squeeze the glutes and lift them higher. And then hinge at the hips. Lower the bum down. Place the hands in front, with the fingertips on the ground. If you can, squeeze your legs and your feet together. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the shins so they're parallel to the ground. Both pose navasana, pointed toes. Now maybe you can reach your arms forward. Maybe you can straighten your right leg here. And now we will place the left foot on the ground. We will grab the right leg wherever you can grab, keeping it straight-ish. So maybe behind the thigh, maybe somewhere at the back of the shin. Maybe you'll be holding your foot. And try and lift the chest here, straighten the back. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend the elbows, send the leg closer to your body. Just one more breath. And then gently lower the leg down. Wiggle it. Good. And now hold whether your shin or the back of your thigh. Lift the chest high. Lift the right leg, keep it straight. You can point, you can flex, that's your choice. We want to engage that quad of the right leg, get it working. I'll spin around so you can see me better. One more breath. If you're shaking, you're doing the right thing. Don't lean back. It helps to, it's easier to do it, but we don't want that. We want to be working on the quad. Nice. Now relax this leg, shake it off, massage your quad a little bit if you want to. Place the foot to meet the other one and open this knee out. Now you can have your fingertips behind you for support, but try and keep your chest open. As you inhale, lift the foot off the ground and start sliding it up the other shin. So what you're trying to do is to lower the right knee down, lift the foot up. If you want, you can help with your hands a little bit just to understand that movement, but then let go and do it without the help of the hands so you can keep it active. Maybe it's a tiny movement. It's all about the external rotation in the right hip. Maybe it's not very visible, but see how much you can do. Try not to lift your left hip. Nice. Now we'll do the opposite. So spin the foot out and the knee in. And now you're trying to lift the foot up, lower the knee down just as much as you can. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Breathe deeply. Nice. And relax. Straighten both legs. Give them a shake. And now come to the front of the mat with the knees bent. Inhale, reach your arms forward. As you exhale, round the back. Slowly, vertebra at a time, lower to the ground. Nice. Bend the knees to chest. Rock from side to side. Stop in the center. Use the momentum of your legs, rocking back and forth. Again, we'll rock up on the feet, if you can, or on the bum, and you'll help yourself up with your hands. Lift the hips, place the hands down, step back into plank. Take a breath in, knees up or down. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your nose, shift the shoulders forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Slide it up towards your shoulder. Step the foot outside the hand. Wiggle the hips. Very quick lizard. And now step the right foot outside your right hand. And we have Malasana, Yogi Squat again. Elbows inside the knees. Hands lowering. Chest is lifting. If this is a little bit too much for you, you can always come out. If it's not enough, lift your arms up, push the knees out, don't let them drop inwards, and lift off a little bit, just a tiny bit, and lower. And again, lift and lower. One more lift and lower. Nice. Place the hands behind you, lower down, straighten the legs. We have one more paschimotanasana. Seated forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, chest is broad. Exhale, fold. Keep going with your breath. One more breath. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Now inhale, walk yourself back up. Place the hands behind you. Bend the knees. Roll the shoulders down the back. Inhale, lift the hips off the ground. Again, 3 breaths here. Squeezing the glutes high, opening the shoulders, opening the chest. Keep pressing your feet down for one more breath. And then hinge at the hips. Lower them down. Place the fingertips in front of the hips. Walk your feet back. You can have them together. You can have the knees together if that's available for you. And then lift the shins off the ground. Maybe stay here. Maybe lift your arms forward. Maybe stay here. Maybe straighten your left leg. And I will all grab this left leg somewhere. The other foot will lower on the ground. If you can reach the foot, do that. Otherwise, you're just here. And you're pulling this leg closer to the body, lifting the chest. So wherever you are, right? One more breath. And then gently lower the leg. Wiggle it. And now hold whether your right shin or the thigh. Lift the chest so you're not dropping backwards. Inhale, lift the left leg. And breathe here. Lock the knee out completely so the knee is not bent. And go as high as you can. It's supposed to be hard. One more breath. And relax. And shake the leg. And massage your quad. And now place the foot to meet the right one. Drop the knee out. Keep the chest lifted. Support yourself with your hands behind you if you need to. And again, if you need, you can use your hand to help yourself find this twist, the opening, the external rotation in your left hip. You're pulling the shin, gliding the left foot up the right shin while lowering the knee out without lifting your right hip, okay? So it's all about that movement in your left hip socket. That's it. Keep breathing, keep going. Nice. And now rotate. Now the knee is coming in and now it's gliding down the shin as you're lifting the foot off the ground and up. Very awkward, but it's supposed to be so. One more breath. Nice, and release. Straighten both legs and shake them. Good. And now separate the feet and come into straddle. If you want to sit on a cushion, you can do that to help your hips lift a little bit and create more space for your legs. So it will resemble a chair position a little bit more. If you can, have your hips on the ground, do that. And I'll just wiggle here a little bit. So there's no any particular rule what you have to do, but just twist a little bit, move your torso, let your hips settle. And then, if you can, place the fingertips in front of you. If it's not available, have them behind you and really push into the hands, roll the shoulders back so you can lift the chest. You're thinking about tilting your pelvis forward. So the tailbone is going back, the pelvis is moving forward. It's not about the shoulder, it's not about the head, it's all in the hips, okay? So wherever you are, just tilting that pelvis. Now, if the hands are in front of you, maybe you can walk them forward. Keep pressing your heels down, engage the legs, and think about rotating that pelvis, pushing it forward. For a few more breaths. Nice, and then slowly walk yourself back up. Place your hands underneath your knees and pull your legs up. Straighten them in front of you and move them a little Now bend the right leg. Get comfortable on your hips. Lift the foot off the ground and place it whether inside your left elbow or maybe somewhere on your forearm, and we'll do the same with the right knee, so it's going whether into the elbow or somewhere on the forearm. We want to hold this shin, so you can hold it anywhere. If your foot is in the elbow and your knee is in the elbow, maybe you can interlace the fingers. And again, think about tilting the pelvis forward just a little bit, not too much. And then swing the shin from side to side. Moving more in that right hip. Good. Now place the foot down on the ground. And we'll lift it up again. Now you're holding the foot with your hand and pull it back. So if you can't hold the foot, then you can hold the ankle or the shin and pull it back, the knee behind you, really opening that hip even more. If you need to use both hands, do that. So a little bit of a passive movement here. And now what we'll do, we'll place the right arm underneath the knee and climb your knee as high up your tricep as you can. It's almost like you want to have the knee on your shoulder, go as high as you can, okay? And then place your right hand outside the hip. So now you have your right leg resting on your right arm. Place your hands, fingers facing forward in front of the hips, and lean forward so you can push into the hands and lift the hips off the ground. And lower down. Adjust if you need to, if this leg is sliding down, if you're sweaty. And again, we'll lean forward, point the toes, maybe lift this other leg off the ground too, coming into elephant trunk. And then relax. And again, adjust the leg if you need to. We'll give it one more go. If you need to roll the wrist, sometimes in between the arm balances, you need to do that. So go for it. Whenever you're ready, inhale forward, push, lift, pointing both feet forward. And relax. Nice. Release this leg. Move your upper body. Move your lower body, whatever needs to move. And now we're going to the other side. So place your right foot in right elbow, left knee in left elbow, whether interlace the fingers. Maybe you're just holding foot on your knee, okay? So whatever is accessible for you, it's your practice. It doesn't have to look similar to my practice because we're not creating a dance here, right? We don't have to synchronize. We have to do what's good for our body. Nice. And now left hand holding the outside of the foot or somewhere else. And you're pulling this knee back, opening that hip. Maybe holding the foot with both hands. Good. Whenever you're ready, let's go into that elephant trunk. So climb the knee as high up your tricep as you can. So there's a little bit of compression in your abs, right? Placing the hands, fingers facing forward in front of the hips. Inhale, lean forward, lift the hips, and relax back down. Adjust if you need to. And inhale forward, point the toes, maybe lift that other leg off the ground. And come back. Good job. We have one more to do. So again, whether all the hands, adjust as much as you need to at your own pace. If you
want to stop the video, grab a glass of water, go to the loo, just do what you have to
do. And when you're ready, we're coming up, lifting, pointing both feet, and then come down. Release this leg, shake both legs and your upper body. Good job. And then come to the front of the mat. Reach both arms up, take a deep breath in. Exhale, round the spine. We're traveling backwards. Squeeze your abs, squeeze your feet to the ground. And when you reach the ground, relax the arms by the sides, walk your feet back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press the feet down, lift the hips up, squeeze the glutes towards the sky. Open the front of the hips. And just breathe. Good, and then vertebra at a time, roll the spine down. Straighten the left leg and bend the right one to your chest. Hug the shin and you can rock it from side to side a little bit. And then send your right arm to the side, whether straight or bent at the elbow, and glide the knee over the body and to the left, coming into spinal twist. Turn your head to the right. And just relax here. Let the body be heavy. Let the right knee be heavy. Let the right shoulder be heavy. Come back to center. Squeeze the knee to the chest. And we'll change legs. So now the left one is coming to the chest, the right one straight. And swing the shin a little bit from the left to the right, from the right to the left. And now your left arm is going to the side. I'll create myself more space. And the knee is going over the body and to the right. Turn the head to face the left side. And keep the shoulder heavy. If it lifts, it's fine. Don't worry about it. But just think about relaxing it down. Come back to center, left knee to chest. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. And then squeeze the right knee to chest. Lift the forehead towards the knee. Squeeze the whole body into a bubble. Take a deep breath in again. And then exhale, release onto the ground. Find Shavasana. Separate your legs. Separate the arms from the upper body, just as we did in the beginning. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable. If not, you can keep them open and just gently gaze in front of you. Take a deep breath in. Sigh out through the mouth. I really recommend spending at least 3 minutes here in Shavasana. Just lying down on the ground, staying present with your breath. And self-observing. If you can stay longer, stay longer. If you need to go, then it's okay. So, I'm going to thank you now for practicing with me. And enjoy your Shavasana. I hope you're taking one. And I'll see you next time. Bye.